On the bustling space station Arcadia, life was anything but ordinary. Aliens from countless species coexisted, each bringing their own customs and quirks. One such alien, Zorblax from the planet Vreve, was particularly fascinated by the human crew members. "Y'thalla, have you ever noticed how the humans just shut down for hours?" Zorblax asked his friend, a fellow Vreve and curious engineer, as they watched the humans in the common area. Y'thalla tilted her head, her antennae twitching with curiosity. "You mean when they sleep? Yes, it's peculiar. I've been meaning to study it more closely." Zorblax's eyes sparkled with intrigue. "Let's investigate. It could be a malfunction or something important we're missing." The two friends spent the next few days observing the humans. They noted how, every cycle, the humans would retreat to their quarters, lay down, and remain still for hours. Zorblax and Y'thalla recorded their findings and even attempted to interview the humans, who were amused by their curiosity. Commander John Richards, the leader of the human contingent, laughed heartily when Zorblax approached him. "You want to know why we sleep, eh? It's not a malfunction, I assure you." "But why do you do it?" Zorblax insisted. "What purpose does it serve?" Richards shrugged, still chuckling. "You'll have to ask Dr. Carter. She's our expert on such matters." Excited by the prospect of solving the mystery, Zorblax and Y'thalla sought out Dr. Emily Carter, the human medical officer. She greeted them warmly, intrigued by their quest for knowledge. "Dr. Carter, can you explain why humans need to shut down regularly?" Y'thalla asked, her antennae twitching in anticipation. Dr. Carter smiled kindly. "It's called sleep. It's essential for our health and well-being. But if you want a detailed explanation, we'll need more time. It's a complex process." Zorblax and Y'thalla exchanged glances, their curiosity growing. "We have all the time you need," Zorblax said eagerly. As they delved deeper into the mystery, Zorblax and Y'thalla found themselves growing closer to the humans. They shared meals, stories, and laughter, and the once foreign concept of sleep began to seem less strange. But despite their growing friendship, the true purpose of sleep remained elusive. Determined to uncover the truth, Zorblax and Y'thalla resolved to continue their investigation, unaware that their quest would lead to a revelation that would change their understanding of humans forever. Zorblax and Y'thalla were more determined than ever to solve the mystery of human sleep. They set up a makeshift lab in a quiet corner of the space station, equipped with all the necessary tools and sensors to monitor the humans. "We need to understand what happens to their bodies and minds when they shut down," Y'thalla said, her antennae twitching with excitement. Zorblax nodded. "Let's start by observing their brain activity and bodily functions during sleep." With the help of Dr. Carter, they set up a series of experiments. Several human volunteers agreed to participate, amused by the aliens' curiosity. The experiments involved monitoring brain waves, heart rates, and other vital signs while the humans slept. "Just relax and try to sleep as you normally would," Dr. Carter instructed the volunteers. "Zorblax and Y'thalla will be observing from the control room." As the humans drifted off to sleep, Zorblax and Y'thalla watched the data stream in. The brain waves showed distinct patterns, cycling through different stages. Y'thalla was fascinated by the rapid eye movement, REM, stage, where brain activity spiked and the humans' eyes moved rapidly under their eyelids. "It's almost like they're dreaming," Y'thalla whispered. "Dreaming?" Zorblax echoed. "What is that?" Dr. Carter, who was observing with them, smiled. "Dreaming is a state where the mind creates images, stories, and sensations. It's a way for the brain to process emotions and experiences." Zorblax's eyes widened. "So sleep isn't just a physical rest, it's a mental one too." "Exactly," Dr. Carter said. "It's crucial for our overall well-being." Over the next few weeks, Zorblax and Y'thalla continued their research, analyzing the data and interviewing the human crew. They discovered that lack of sleep could lead to serious health issues, both physically and mentally. Sleep deprivation can cause mood swings, impaired judgment, and even hallucinations, Dr. Carter explained during one of their many discussions. "It's as essential as food and water." The more they learned, the more Zorblax and Y'thalla began to appreciate the complexity of human biology. Their initial belief that sleep was a mere shutdown had transformed into a deep respect for the intricate processes involved. One evening, As they sat in the common area discussing their findings, Zorblax turned to Y'thalla. "You know, this quest has made me realize how little we understand about each other. There's so much more to learn." Y'thalla nodded. "Indeed. It's amazing how something as simple as sleep can reveal so much about our differences and similarities." Their conversation was interrupted by a group of humans who invited them to join in a game of cards. Laughing and chatting, Zorblax and Y'thalla realized that their journey was about more than just scientific discovery. It was about building bridges and forging friendships. As they continued to explore the mysteries of sleep, they found themselves growing closer to the human crew, bonding over shared curiosity and newfound respect. Weeks turned into months, and Zorblax and Y'thalla's understanding of human sleep deepened. Their research was filled with countless data points and fascinating insights. But one question still lingered. Why was sleep so integral to human existence? One evening, after another round of experiments, Dr. Emily Carter invited Zorblax and Y'thalla to her quarters for a more personal discussion. She had noticed their relentless curiosity and wanted to offer a more profound explanation. "Thank you for coming," Dr. Carter greeted them warmly. "I think it's time I shared something more personal about why sleep is so crucial for us." Zorblax and Y'thalla settled into chairs, their attention fully on Dr. Carter. "Sleep is not just about physical rest," she began. "It's a time for our minds to process emotions and experiences. We dream, which helps us deal with stress and solidify memories. Without sleep, our mental health deteriorates. We become irritable, anxious, and our cognitive functions suffer." Zorblax's eyes widened with understanding. "So sleep is a form of mental maintenance?" "Exactly," Dr. Carter nodded. "But it's also deeply tied to our emotional well-being. During sleep, our brain processes everything we've experienced during the day. It helps us make sense of our emotions and prepares us for the challenges ahead." Y'thalla's antennae twitched thoughtfully. "Is that why humans sometimes seem different after a good night's sleep?" Dr. Carter smiled. "Yes, a good night's sleep can significantly improve our mood and performance. It rejuvenates us." Their conversation took a deeper turn as Dr. Carter shared stories of her own struggles with sleep deprivation during her early medical training. She described how it affected her ability to think clearly and empathize with her patients. This personal touch gave Zorblax and Y'thalla a profound insight into the human experience. "So, sleep is more than just a physical necessity. It's an emotional and cognitive one, too," Zorblax mused. "No wonder humans prioritize it so much." Dr. Carter nodded. "It's a delicate balance. Our bodies and minds need it to function properly. Without it, we can't be our best selves." Armed with this new understanding, Zorblax and Y'thalla decided to share their findings with the rest of the space station's inhabitants. They organized a presentation, inviting aliens from all species to learn about the importance of sleep. As they presented their research, Zorblax spoke passionately about the mental and emotional benefits of sleep, while Y'thalla explained the scientific aspects of their findings. The audience, a mix of curious aliens, listened intently, their perspectives on humans evolving with each word. After the presentation, many aliens approached them, expressing their newfound respect for the human need for sleep. Friendships were formed, and the bond between the different species on the space station grew stronger. Zorblax and Y'thalla felt a sense of accomplishment. Their journey had not only answered their questions, but it also brought the diverse inhabitants of Arcadia closer together. The space station. Arcadia buzzed with a newfound harmony as Zorblax and Y'thalla's presentation on the importance of sleep resonated with its diverse inhabitants. Aliens from various species began to understand and respect the human need for sleep, fostering a spirit of mutual appreciation. Zorblax and Y'thalla continued their research, now more focused on sharing their knowledge and learning about other species' unique traits. They organized regular intercultural events where different species could present fascinating aspects of their biology and culture. One such event featured the Zorii, who demonstrated their meditative trance state that allowed them to rest and rejuvenate without sleep. The Hydrons shared their ability to hibernate for long periods, storing energy for extended journeys. Each presentation highlighted the diversity and adaptability of life across the galaxy. During one of these events, Commander Richards addressed the gathered crowd. "We live in an incredible universe filled with amazing beings. Understanding and respecting our differences makes us stronger and more united." Dr. Carter, standing beside him, added, "We've learned so much from each other, especially the importance of balance and well-being. Our differences are not just to be tolerated, but celebrated." The crowd erupted in applause, a mix of claps, clicks, and other alien sounds of approval. Zorblax and Y'thalla beamed with pride, their efforts leading to a more cohesive and understanding community. After the event, Zorblax and Y'thalla sat in the common area, reflecting on their journey. "Who would have thought that a simple curiosity about sleep would lead to all this?" Y'thalla said, her antennae twitching with satisfaction. Zorblax nodded. "We've come a long way. It's not just about understanding humans anymore. It's about embracing the diversity of life and learning from each other." Their conversation was interrupted by a group of human and alien children playing together, their laughter echoing through the space station. It was a beautiful reminder of the future they were building, a future where understanding and respect transcended species and cultures. In the months that followed, the space station Arcadia became a model of interspecies cooperation and harmony. Research collaborations flourished, cultural exchanges became commonplace, and friendships blossomed. The crew members of Arcadia, human and alien alike, worked together to solve problems and explore the mysteries of the universe. Zorblax and Y'thalla's journey had not only deepened their understanding of human sleep, but had also forged stronger bonds between all inhabitants of the station. Their quest for knowledge had transformed into a mission of unity, proving that sometimes the simplest questions could lead to the most profound discoveries. As they looked out at the stars, Zorblax turned to Y'thalla and smiled. "Here's to many more mysteries to uncover and many more friends to make." Y'thalla nodded, her eyes shining with anticipation. "The universe is vast and full of wonders. Let's explore it together." And with that, the friends continued their journey, ready to face whatever mysteries the universe had in store for them, united in their quest for knowledge and understanding.